Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Alright. Welcome in, everybody. We'll give people a couple minutes to get in here. I'm going to make a cup of coffee really quick. The espresso machine is already on, so it won't take too long. Let me get some music for you guys in the background, and then we will jump into it. Sound good? That is so loud. Alright, I can turn the music down in a sec. I'll be right back. I'm back. You can't hear. There is a, if you see the screen, I was making a cup of coffee. I'm back. No worries. Alright. Music's low. Turn it up a little. Oh, I'm actually gonna have to change stuff. I'm actually gonna have Jared on the stream. So I'm gonna call him quick. Jared, what's good, my man?
What's up, dude?
Give me just a second. I'm gonna make your volume live producing. Okay. Let me know if you can say anything.
Check, check two, check. Can you hear me?
How's his
Can
volume,
the
everybody?
people hear me?
I like how quickly people can reply on Twitch, whereas on YouTube, like, I'd be waiting a full minute. It was a tad loud. Yeah, I just turned it down slightly. Okay, that should be good. And then I think we still want some subtle music in the background. Is the music too loud? Now the music's probably loud, huh? Man, this is tough to do.
Problem is, I can't hear the music when I'm on Discord, so I got no vibes, bro.
Volume seems fine. It's a bit loud. I know. I'm sorry. I think it should be good. On my end, it looks like that's right. Man, it's been 7 minutes. I haven't said anything important. And people have just been chilling. Okay, so sorry I haven't streamed in a little while. Got kind of busy with some stuff. Wasn't trading as much, so didn't have a ton of stuff to say. But we're starting to get some volatility. We got some things to talk about. Some NFTs are popping off. We got some small cap coins that I'm ultra bullish on, but not willing to tweet about because it's at 60 mil market cap. But stream viewers will get the info because there's only like 100 of you guys in here. I just don't want to tweet about it because people are going to be like, oh, you're pumping this. And it's like, the reality is, if it's going to go up, it's going to go up. And that depends on how good the team and the project actually is and has nothing to do with me. But I don't want to catch any heat. And I just don't feel like getting in arguments with people on Twitter for what I can and can't tweet about. So, if I'm going to tweet about anything important, it's going to come from Zeus's account because it has 1,000 followers and no one can call me a pumper, dumper, thumper, wumper. Fair?
I'll tell you what, it's going to be uber humbling when Zeus has more followers than me, like tomorrow.
More than you?
Yeah.
Oh, or more than me.
No. I mean, Zeus is at 1,000. He can easily eclipse my 4,000. Your 100,000, a little bit harder.
I'm getting there, dude. Once Zeus gets his cone off, finally, I'm just gonna be posting so many Zeus. Well, I won't be posting them. My friend who runs the Zeus account will be posting them, and his account's just gonna blow up because Zeus is just the cutest MFer when he doesn't have a cone on.
So you're saying I need to get a dog? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, pump the Twitter followers.
Yeah, that's funny.
World isn't ready for coneless Zeus. No, they aren't. All right, so hope you guys been doing well. I know it's been a bit. I was actually one of the other reasons that I was not or hadn't streamed or like took 2 streams off or whatever is because I was like redoing my partnership agreement with Bybit, and so while that was kind of up in the air, or we were waiting for like approval or waiting to sign stuff and things like that, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna take this day off from streaming. So but we're back. We're happily partnered with Bybit. Shout out to them. Sponsor the stream if you'd like to support. Link is, I think, like down below on Twitch or however it works. I still don't know how this platform
Friend of the program, Bybit. Friend of the program.
Right.
That's a good verbiage.
Right, great friend of the program. What's up, Will? So how you doing, Jared? Before we jump into it.
Good, man. I just got back from Florida where it was cold, like very cold compared to Florida usual weather, but a lot warmer than Chicago weather. So feeling good, man.
There you go. Nice little break. Were you still trading much or on your screens much? I know we probably talked a little less than usual. I was still probably bugging you with a lot of messages, but it was more one-sided while you were on vacation.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was still popping in. You kind of have to in this business. That's why it kind of sucks. Although, you know, I got the MacBook Pro, the brand new MacBook Pro, 16-inch, fully decked out to the nines.
How is it?
Oh my god, dude. So unbelievably overpowerful for what I need.
The M1 chip is pretty incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, dude, I literally have the M1 Max with max RAM, with max everything. It took me forever to get. I ordered it like in November, I think, and I got it like a month.
Oh yeah, if I have it up on my other monitor right now. If I want to order one, I would get it in April.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so I did that, like, not when it came out. I waited a little bit. And I was like, hell, I'm going to do it. And it is so nice. It's so good. And, yeah, I've never been a Mac guy, ever.
Dude, fully loaded, this thing's like $6,000. Shout out crypto.
Shout out crypto. Yeah, it was not cheap.
Yeah.
But I mean, given what we do, you know, everybody knows probably most of your people know, I've been hacked before, and I lost way more than $6,000.
Right.
So security's better. It's faster. It can still do everything I need to do. We're probably going to start a podcast soon, which is nice. It gives you better, production power.
Do you use
totally worth it.
a PC at home?
Yeah, so my 6 monitors at home are attached to a custom trading PC.
Right, and that's one of the main reasons you're a profitable trader is the volume or the number of monitors.
That's right. There's a direct correlation between total number of monitors and success. So if you're working 1 or 2 monitors, I understand you're poor, and I feel bad about that.
I am using 2 monitors, and I am poor, so.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I literally, guys, dude, I went from 2 to 6. I literally went from 2 to 6, where I was like, 2's nice. 6 would be pretty sick, though, because my top 3 monitors are just Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then I have all the futures on my other monitor. Then the other 3 I use. So people are like, that seems really wasteful. And I'm like, you know what, man? It's my life. Get off me.
Right. Yeah, exactly. 8 monitors equals 8 figures. There you go. One figure
He's not wrong,
per monitor. Yeah, my portfolio is stuck at the $60 to $80 range in the 2 figures, just with these 2 monitors here. So I really do need
grinding though.
Up my game.
Grinding. Yeah.
Halon said I'd order a new MacBook Pro if everything I minted didn't rug. Yeah, we're gonna fix that. You got some Xenobots though, right? They did decent. Okay, so quickly, I should probably do a brief update on the market, kind of what we're seeing big picture. I kind of like this range that we're working with here. It's a little off. Let me fix that. And we're coming up to the mid-range as well as the yearly open, so I do think this is like a very logical area for Bitcoin to get rejected. We have front run it a little bit. Some people were joking around on Twitter, or maybe not joking, because I posted a picture of when I tweeted right on this candle that will see 46K before 32, and it went to like 45.9. So some people were like, "Hey, buddy, it can still turn around from here."
You can still be wrong.
I can still be wrong. No, I'm sure I can find some exchange where it went to 46K.
Sure.
So,
I'll look while you're doing the market update. I'll see if anything gets for you.
Perfect. So Bitcoin coming up into resistance, and of the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 daily candles. Well, if we say the last 7 daily candles, not including today, 6 of them were green. So we have been pushing up quite a bit. I do think a logical retest would be, let me see what the 3-day looks like. Yeah, there we go. We've got some 3-day demand right here. And I'm going to delete this just to keep it cleaner, but let the record show. That caught us nicely. Sometimes you just got to zoom out, play the weekly, play the 3-day, and you can find, like, the TA is pretty smooth. And I mean, if you're looking at this now, the weekly, this is the weekly supply. I know it's a huge level, and people would be like, well, bro, if your level is $5,000, like, of course it's going to reject somewhere in there. I don't care. I don't care what you have to say. This level was $4,000, and we got a $10,000 bounce from it, so I don't care. But yeah, we did tap weekly supply. If I wanted to like hone in on this a little more, I would look at this level, which we haven't touched quite yet. But I would say the main idea here is 6 of the last 7 daily candles have been green. We're coming up into some resistance. We swept this high right here, and this 3-day demand is looking a bit juicy. I bet that lines up pretty well with some 618 fibs if anyone uses those still. Yeah, that's directly in the middle of that demand level. And I'm not saying it has to come all the way down there, because that would be like a 10% pullback. However, like when I draw an area of interest that I'm watching, this isn't me saying, okay, I think it's going to come back here and go back up. I have no idea what is going to happen. I can have like a hunch in either direction, but it could just as easily do this, right? But what I'm doing here when I'm talking about a plan is me saying if it comes down here, that's where I'd like look for some long setups and I'd look for continuation. If then scenarios. If it gets to this level, I'll look to get long or whatever I feel like doing at the time. I'll look for a bounce. Go blue, Jamie boy, that's right. Big game against Purdue tonight. You coming over? I already know you are. So short now, got it. I mean, you could. It wouldn't be the worst idea ever. I think this little range of price here between like 45K and 40K, like we could just spend weeks in this level. Go Boilermakers, piss off DJ. But Purdue is probably going to crush us. I just somehow, the pain just feels good sometimes. I'm just kidding. That sounds weird. We'll probably lose.
How's the masochist? Spread it on Twitter.
Michigan will probably lose, but it is a low risk, high reward game. If you win, you just beat a top 5 team. If you lost, it's like, well, you were supposed to. So it is what it is. Jaden Ivey's a beast. Maybe he's a future Piston. Anyway, sports talk out of the way. Mid-range, yearly open, weekly supply, all in this area. Down here, we dipped into our 3-month consolidation as well as the weekly demand that led to this entire move. So we're between 2 big levels in this 35K to 45K zone. And because of that, like I think it's entirely possible we just range or form a range within there. And if that happens, I would just be looking to play the range extremes. So if I was in longs or had like a portion of spot that I trade actively, this time frame is the daily. Or if you have a portion of your spot that you trade actively, I would probably look to take some profit around here and look to buy back in here. Full bull mode, in my opinion, if we flip like 46K. If you get back above the yearly open, I would be close to saying low of the year is in. And I know that's a pretty bold statement. But not just, it can't just be like a quick one daily close above and then back below. But if you look at like the history of the yearly open, it can be very powerful. And if you spend a lot of time below or above it, once we have flipped it, like we've typically seen continuation. I just trade JPEG, so I have no clue what this means. Yeah, I don't either, man. But I do think that is entirely possible. I don't know, Jared. What are you thinking with Bitcoin? I feel like I gave a rough overview of what I got. Do you have a chart you want me to throw up?
Yeah.
The dark chart might save some people's eyes for a few minutes.
Dude, flashbang, bro. I will say that like I'm proud of a lot of the stuff that I've accomplished. My time in crypto, feel like I've onboarded a lot of people, feel like I've done some real good, right? I think the number one thing though is getting Juno swapped to dark mode as fast as they did.
That is
by me
impressive.
just bitching constantly about it and being like, fine, shut up.
Yeah, no, that's a big win in my book.
So yeah,
let's pull
what's
this
funny
up.
is like we made such a meme about it that literally when Camel was like, yeah, we're gonna do it, no more there he is, Camel's on. He's like, no more flashbangs, more flashbangs, bro.
Let's go. What's good, Camel?
Camel's in the house. You guys
Camel
don't
in the
even know
house.
about Camel.
Absolute genius. We're gonna talk about Camel's area of expertise later in this, and he'll just be throwing messages in the chat every 2 minutes like, Kaz, that's not true. Kaz, you're an idiot.
Yeah,
you don't understand this
wrong.
at all. It'll be fun though.
Stay in your lane, bro.
Do something you're good at, and then I'll be like, I don't know what I'm good at. Let me talk about something.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Is Cold-Blooded Chiller a light mode maxi?
Yeah, he is.
What the fuck? Oh, I'm ready for that, dude. I will sign up in a real way to have that debate. You set it up, I'll be there. His following vastly larger than mine, but I'm ready to take on that battle. All right.
I am a light mode maxi with my charts. I switch to dark, but I always end up coming back to the light chart. So I agree with him there, but I don't want like light Twitter on my computer. Like I'd rather stick a fork in my eyes.
There is literally not a single thing that I do purposefully in light mode. Like my entire phone is in dark mode. My desktop is always in like nighttime mode, like desktop nighttime mode. Okay, if you guys know what I'm talking about on Windows, it's like copper.
Yeah. No, never light Discord, but I do
light Discord. What are you, a fucking sociopath?
Yeah, God. You're a serial killer if you use light mode on Discord. I need to tweet that.
Yeah. Okay. So you have my chart up. I had this up earlier when I was streamed. I did an early stream today. We talked about a bunch of stuff, including Orkin on Phantom, which is going to be pretty wild and cool, and using the home strategy and yada yada yada. But it's light mode on Discord. So like what I like, which most people like, was that breakout candle, right? Like everybody else, right? You see my series of lower highs and lower lows. Try to keep this very, very simple. Okay. We got lower highs and lower lows and lower highs and lower lows. Yep. Yeah, and then we came down and we literally wicked. I didn't show it on the chart.
Hold on, Jared, really quick. You got this A line right here. Remember the last time I had an SR level that lined up perfectly with your A line? It was the top.
Yes, it was.
So I would bid the hell out of 38K.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Anyway.
So yeah, I wanted to be like, but anyway, we're gonna get there. So we had this little breakout, and a lot of people think, oh shit, we hit the breakout YOLO long, because of course, if we broke out from this trend down, that means it's straight up only to 100K with no higher lows, which is what people think, right? Just unbelievably silly. Okay. And so you get this breakout and everybody's FOMOing in. And look, I tweeted about the same time you did. You and I were comparing tweets earlier when it was like 37 grand and I was like 46 too.
Right. Yeah. Both of us were looking for pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, which is what we have right here. So like I annotated this a little bit further where you have resistance there, which makes a lot of sense because there's actually another, I can't really talk about it, but like a reason why we should reject that like 47.3 area that I have on the chart. So yeah, A line is the month. A line just stands for ass line, guys. It's very, very funny. But it's just like the ass line off of a broken trend. Very dumb. And so you get this breakout up to resistance, and you have to understand that trading Bitcoin is not trading alts. It's not trading high beta bullshit. It's not even trading Ethereum, right?
Bitcoin's a boomer coin.
It is. You have to trade it on higher time frames, man. Like you can't just fucking, oh, it broke out, dude. Because it broke out, we're into price exploration. I'll see you in 40%. Like it moved a lot compared to stocks, but not compared to other things, right?
Agreed.
Not compared to other things. So yes, it broke out. That's great. That's the first step. By no reason or by no means are we like, oh, sweet, dude, risk on, everything's golden. Please push all in on your stupid ass meme coins. Like, no. So what I have here is essentially what you just said, where it's like we're coming out of your resistance. Would I love to see it break out? Yes, I really, really would. I really, really would. But I don't think it will. Like, that's just a lot of strength in a very weak market and weak economy with rate hikes and all that bullshit. So you see a rejection near that 46.2 to 47.3 area somewhere. Let's see if they can get bidders into the Super Bowl when we're going to have like 20 commercials during the Super Bowl.
That's going to be
it's going to be nuts, dude. And then come back down. Come all the way back down. And create a higher low. And the higher low is step 2. Okay, you go, all right, we got a higher high. As you can see here, we got a little bit higher, which is great. It's a trend change over just the trend line. And then down, can we create a higher low? That's where I have my question mark. Where I have it all the way down to the A line is essentially where I'm looking for it. So that entire range, a couple $1,000, right? Correct. Then turn around. And it's the taking out of the resistance that we're putting in now, which might not be today. It might be over the next couple of days through the Super Bowl. But it's taking out that area that actually makes me think, let's go. To your point, if we take out the resistance we're currently at, is the yearly low in, you feel like a higher probability of that. And I completely agree. So it's not worth being like, oh shit, I'm missing out until that happens. So look for the higher low, and then you can see my green red stop loss where I'd put it. Okay, you enter in, but you're stopped below the higher low, and then who cares? Like, you're in Bitcoin. It doesn't move like everything else. It's a great potential trade. It's a 5-hour trade. I didn't really do it accurately here. I was just slapping it together to send it to you. But like, you can get a tighter entry than that and get in and out, probably get a 5-6 hour trade, maybe even longer than that if we get a breakout. So yeah, I mean, there's no reason to rush into Bitcoin, in my opinion, until you see the next productive step, which is a higher low. If you feel good about the higher low, great, get into the higher low. If not, see if we can create another higher high. That's a confirmation of a trend reversal, not range. And like you said, not just wicking past, but yeah, no real reason to go crazy right now. Just like, look, it's productive, but we all know that from February 12th to essentially November 12th to the middle of February, crypto sucked real bad, unless you were in Juno, which we were. So, you guys fucking sucks to suck. You should get into Juno. Listen to
Shout out Camel.
Yeah, shout out Camel. And Highlander Nodes. Right?
Nodes, baby.
By the way, did the guy who said I sound like BitBoy, fuck you.
I banned him.
Good.
I didn't actually ban him, but I said ban.
I know.
Yeah, so we're pretty much on the same page with Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
Flashbang. Reset this.
Oh, God.
Like, nothing to do right now, unless you want to take some profit on some longs. I do think it's possible that we come up for another leg into this region and then come down later.
Yeah. I agree.
But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the idea. Either something like that or something like this, or if somehow we just keep going up and flip this level, like, your bags are going to the moon.
Yeah. Yep. It's moon time. It'll be fun. Risk on. I mean, it'll be nuts.
Right. So that's kind of like my overall, like when you do a deeper dive into Bitcoin, that kind of like covers most of the stuff that you need to talk about. Like, I don't have a ton to say. I think Bitcoin for once looks a little cleaner than Ethereum right now.
It does. ETHBTC says exactly that, by the way.
Let's see. I have no idea what's going on my ETHBTC chart, to be honest. I bet you got one of these on there, though. One of those bad boys. Uptrend. I mean, yeah, that just looks... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
DJ?
Ever since...
5-hour trade, I'm over here minting cartoon monkeys and making 5Xs daily straight from my Bentley. Driven by my butler named Walter. Try again.
Oh, my God.
Oh, we're gonna get wrecked.
People think we do, man. That's what people think we do.
And, I mean, is it that far from the truth? Except the Bentley.
Yes, but no. Yeah, I got my Lexus. Does that count?
Like the same. Right. So that's the idea on the overall market, kind of. I don't really have like a ton to say about other coins. AVAX had a nice pump. Sol's kind of breaking out of this range a little bit. It had a good test of daily demand here before this move up. But like none of these really have actionable setups for me, or I'm just not paying close enough attention. FTM is basically just we had these lines at 1.9 and 2.45 for a while, and it's respecting them pretty well. Atom, stronger than most coins. Like it was above the yearly open for a little bit. Resistance. Once it flips that, I think it looks really bullish.
Yep.
So that's one of the stronger coins as usual. But yeah, as far as like other alts, I don't really have a ton of stuff I'm watching. My plan kind of is if Bitcoin does something like this and comes back down when it's in this region, I think you just like load up on whatever you're bullish on. And if it flips 47K whatever. If it goes above this region, then you just buy a little higher, but with a lot of confidence. Am I still in Butterfly? I am not. I rolled that over into Juno.
Whoop.
When Ape into Magic, like a month ago. We like
you've been
Magic.
telling me about that for a while.
I've been telling you about Magic a bit. I don't know how
I'm a no magicer.
I don't know how it's
Or a no magi? What's the word? No magi? Sure.
380. Maybe time to buy some more soon. Well, I don't know. Kind of looks like it could come a little lower. I think Magic at $3 would be a nice buy.
Not gonna lie, I still don't really know what the hell Magic is.
Do you remember Jewel, DeFi Kingdoms?
I do. I remember a lot of people being like, "You should buy this locked Jewel and have people play it to unlock it, bro." I'm like, what?
Right. Basically, think play to earn meets DeFi. So like you can do DeFi stuff within the game, but it's also a game where you can like make some money by playing it. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Kinda.
No, I mean it does. I know people are hot on it.
How come JP shills Juno hard to Cause and Cause doesn't shill hard Magic to us? Because I am not smart enough. Jared knows Juno very well. He knows Juno better than I know Magic. Like, I know a good amount about Magic, but I'm not like super deep in. Like, I don't read the updates in the Discord every single day or like keep up with all the new stuff. I'm just kind of like, I bought a Genesis Legion. I sent it on a pilgrimage, and now it's like summoning another Legion, and I can sell that for like $4,000 or something like that.
Oh, I did not understand 80% of what you just said. There was a Legion and a mission, and we were given OTPHJs.
Right, yeah.
Like,
right, no, it's I just think DeFi or GameFi, whatever they call it, I don't even know what it is, but this play to earn meets DeFi thing, I feel like that could do well potentially in various market conditions. Like if the market is just terrible and choppy and people like move away from leverage trading and like want to do other stuff, like I think that could be one of the things that people allocate some of their time to.
Sure.
I could be completely wrong, but that's like part of the fundamental thesis behind it. Also, I think the team is really solid, and I know they're like gonna start moving something or part of the game into or onto Cosmos, and so that's kind of like a clash of two of the things I'm bullish on. So that kind of makes me more bullish on Magic, that they have the like foresight to start using Cosmos more and not just Arbitrum.
Yeah.
Like I think that's a brilliant move. So
I'm with you. You know, I guess my issue is like I've made so much money on Juno, and I'm going to make so much money on Neta that I just don't care.
I've lost some motivation on other stuff, to be honest. Like Juno and Neta have caused, like, I have not taken a leverage trade in probably like 2 weeks because I'm just like, why would I want to risk money and stare at charts? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. And like the thing is, Neta under $2,000 is grossly undervalued, and I am very much going to grandstand on people later on. Like if you actually look into what, $2,000 right now. If you actually look into what Neta is going to do and try to read and research, I'm not going to spoon feed that shit for you. Go do some research.
I will spoon feed. No, I'm just kidding.
It's going to be so good. Longer term, and it's like, oh my god, $2,000. Remember when there were those several weeks in February when you could buy Neta between like $1,900 and $2,500? Boy, that looks really stupid that I didn't buy more when now that it's I'm sorry, when it wasn't, it's $20,000. Like it's just super funny that people are getting this wrong. But anyway, Neta is gonna moon.
I've talked to some people about it, and some, like a few people have been like, $2,000 for a coin sounds expensive, and I'm like, do you realize how low the supply is? There's only 30,000 of these, basically, if you're rounding down. And however much is left when this 18 days runs out, it's going to be burnt. So potentially, that's like 5% of the supply. Potentially. You'd think if someone hasn't claimed in 12 days, or 10 days, they might just not know. I don't know. I think there's a good chance 1,000 netta gets burnt, which would be about 3%.
That'd be amazing.
I
was hoping it'd be under 30 grand that got out, but Camel and all these.
If this will be under 30 grand, the total supply.
I mean, I was hoping it would be, but we're already past that. We're at 31.3. But literally.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that's how much has been claimed. So we literally have.
I thought only 1,600 total supply, and then this gets burnt from that. But no, I get what you're saying, because
it's 32.9 something right now. Is what the total possible supply is, and anything that's left would be where the hell is it?
32,950.
Anyway, yeah. Camel's got it.
There you go, Camel. Nice work, King Camel. But so I wouldn't be put off by this price tag when. There are so many other factors that play into this. And also, this is the biggest one. 60 million market cap is tiny. This is the only reason I am not tweeting about Netta. Do I want to farm a bunch of clout once this hits 600 mil market cap and we all just knocked a 10x out of the park? Yeah.
Right.
But I'm not going to tweet about it.
Right. Right. I mean,
when it's at 200 mil market cap, I feel like I can safely tweet about it. But
it'll definitely be better. But I can't even. I have seen the light, and the light looks good. Okay, and if you have seen me on this stream, but at all, I was talking about Juno and said some pretty similar shit. So do with that what you will.
Yeah. We were shilling Juno heavily to you guys when it was in the 300 mil market cap range.
Yep.
How to get Netta? You buy it on Juno Swap.
It might be on Osmo now too. I think it is. I think it's just lower, reduced liquidity.
Yeah, here's the Juno Swap link. I'm
actually becoming more and more bullish on Netta every time I think about it. I'm like, given what we know is coming,
yeah.
Really, really, really good. And I'm sorry I'm being evasive about this. I'm putting together a video. I'm actually paying an animator. I'm doing a lot of things that's going to describe everything from how Bitcoin works, how Ethereum works, to how Cosmos works, what Juno's going to do, and what Netta's going to do, all in one big damn video. So, just be ready.
Yeah. Stay tuned. That'll be some alpha. So, yeah. Bullish on Netta. I think buying sub 2Ks plus EV. It dipped to 1,800 today, and I rushed home and bought a handful of Netta at I think 1,850. So
yeah,
that was a score. I mean, and I had been messaging with you back and forth. I was like, am I too greedy trying to get sub 2K? I think there's a chance it might not get there, and then kind of got a little lucky. I mean, it could pull back again. My strategy for Netta is basically DCA on, if this dips to 1,500, I will find some more money to put into it. And I think you DCA for the month of February is kind of my idea.
Yep. Look, supply will be set at the end of February. I think you got 20 days to try to build a position, and then people are going to start to take notice one way or another. So
right, and
I'm not sprinting right now, but I will say this: not 24 hours has gone by where I have not purchased Netta since it was launched.
Right, just averaging in, and you and I both stake a good chunk of Juno, and so we've both been rolling our staking rewards into just more Netta for the month of February. I think that's the move. Do you have to buy full tokens? No. Do you use Kepler? Yes. So Kepler is the wallet that we use for all things Cosmos.
Kepler.app. Kepler.app. app.app. Kepler.app.
There it is. But yeah, sub 2K Netta I think is a pretty easy punt. What's the charting tool for Cosmos? I have no idea. I don't chart these. That's my investment horizon on these. I don't even care what the chart looks like. But I think you can on Nomics. Well, at least for Juno. I don't think you can chart.
I just posted it.
Can you chart?
I don't think you can either. Yeah. Fuck to find out, man. I don't know. I don't give a shit about the price.
Right, exactly. I mean, Juno's been pumping. Maybe this comes down to like mid-20s. I have no idea, though. Or it just pulls another one of these, like this 10-day consolidation kind of thing, like up here. Who knows? Right. Who knows? Not me. And I'm not going to try and time it all. I'm just going to... Would you move an Atom bag into Neta? I mean, we are bullish on Neta, and I think 20K is very reasonable upside. I can't really like tell you where you should pull your funds from. But I'm letting you guys
It's always
know.
hard for me to say that. Like my thesis about Neta has nothing to do with Atom, has nothing to do with Juno. Well, I mean, it kind of does. But like when it has nothing to do with Bitcoin, it has nothing to do with, like, I have a thesis for that. And so trying to like gauge your thesis of one versus the other comes down to you, right?
Right. Oh, we have a pending proposal on Juno. Do I need to go vote?
Oh shit. Go vote while you can. It pays to vote.
It pays to vote.
I would have 10 more Neta than I presently do if I just fucking voted.
Would you have bought as much as you have if you maybe you would have?
Probably not. I don't know. I
don't
mean, maybe
under governance. Oh, there's a pending, but it says voting not started. Okay.
There you go. It means that'll move from pending to active.
It is. Oh. They mention Interchain Dex liquidity Kickstarter.
Holy shit.
And they mentioned Juno.
Okay, guys, that's one you vote yes for, and that's why you don't fade Juno. Read it again.
Interchain decentralized exchange liquidity Kickstarter. You want me to pull it up?
Okay, actually, cool, man. So we're gonna liquidity kickstart an Interchain Dex, something that does not presently exist in Cosmos. Yeah, you should definitely sell your Juno here.
Wait. No, I don't want to.
I know, that's the point. Like, I am just thick with sarcasm over here. People, okay, so right. Juno had this huge run. Okay, so Camel says 3 million Juno in order to kickstart liquidity incentives on Juno Swap. Like, it's amazing. Yes, of course. Of course, that's a yes. I mean, now we got to see it. I recall one of those proposals being declined on Osmo, but it was like pretty dumb. So essentially what they're saying is, just like on Osmo now, when you LP on Osmo, if you are in a liquidity incentivized pool, you get your blank, you get your Juno, or you get your Osmo, if we're talking about Osmo LP. So you get your Osmo, and then you can... Okay, so you get your yield in Osmo based off your LP, and then whatever that bonus pool is, you'll also get that. So like right now, I'm LPing stars on Osmo. So every day I get Osmo because that's what their APR is paid like, but I also get dropped stars as well. So that's what this is saying.
Bullish is what it's saying.
Yeah, it's very bullish. Look, it's getting more supply out there, don't get me wrong, but like it's also going to bring more users into Juno Swap, which is what we want, right, which plays directly into the ecosystem building, right?
Yep. And they have a very good plan in terms of like how the supply is being released. So it's not like, they're...
Well, look, those incentives have nothing to do with the inflation schedule. The inflation is the inflation schedule, right? Like if you pull up that monitor at Bronbro, whatever, like you can see what the current supply is. It's 72 million.
Right. People really eat up Juno and Neta dips. Like I've watched Neta dip sub 2K like 3 times over the last week, and it just gets slurped up.
Yep.
Also, our total bonded rate was 34% about a week ago.
35.
That's pretty crazy.
35 now. Yeah, a whole percent of floating supply was staked in 7 days. Cool, man.
Everything is staked for 28 days.
Right. So these aren't people with like...
Camel might know the answer to this. You might also as well. If you start to unstake, does it automatically change this, or does that change after the 28 days?
it would change. I would assume it would change after the 20. Yeah, it would change after the 28 days.
Okay.
There's a way you can look to see what's unbonding too.
Like how much is unbonding?
Yeah, and like if you were go to see the total bonded ratio, like where like the header is for that.
Yeah.
If you like down by the 35.04, go down there.
Yeah.
Over 1.
Yeah.
Over 1.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. And then hit inspect.
Yeah.
On the total bonded ratio. What are you doing? You're killing me here.
I don't know. Inspect.
You can see exactly how much is bonded at any given time.
All right.
No, just hit inspect. Yeah.
That's what I think that's what I hit. This.
Yeah. So you can see how much. Like you can go back. I don't know how long it is, but you can essentially see everything.
Yeah. The website is the link I just sent. So we're bullish on Neta. I'm not looking to sell this in like a week or in 2 weeks. Like my time horizon with both of these plays isn't weeks. I mean, some of it isn't even months. Like, will I probably offload some Neta in 3 months if it hits 20K? Yeah, I'd probably sell a little bit. But I'm not looking to buy as much Neta as I can sub 2K just to sell it for 3 or 4K. Like, that's not my investment thesis here.
Yeah, same deal. I'm people look at shit like Juno and go, but bro, we went from $13 to $31. Like, that's the move, right? No, it's not. You just usually buy it at $30 and then you expect it to go to $3,000. You just actually caught it early for once. Congratulations. This is why you need to research.
That's like watching Sol go from $3 to $9 and then saying, I missed it.
That's right.
So.
That's right. Yeah, like, oh, dude, at 3x, man, it's over. It went from $3 to $9. And then it went to 240, right? So.
Yeah. Crypto Collies is the same time horizon for Juno. I don't want to sell any Juno within 12 months of when I bought it, because with how much it has gone up and how much I think it will continue to go up, I do not want to pay short-term capital gains on this. Mm-hmm. Jared, time horizon on Juno? I would say years.
Well, look, you got to form your opinion for Juno on the total vision for the interchain.
Yeah.
The interchain being all the different app chains that come together in Cosmos. So look, there's 40 app chains, / hubs, whatever, in Cosmos. They expect it to be 200 by the end of the year. It's a 5x in people coming in. I did a fucking tweet thread on my thesis for Juno, and I can't, unless something fundamentally changes with the interchain and all the things that I talked about in that tweet thread that literally laid that shit out essentially to a penny on what this means, I am very, very bullish. So, a long time.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is cool.
I am gonna. Both Jared and I are just gonna continue streaming, talking about Juno and Neta for the next 6 months. It's gonna completely blow up. We probably won't stream as much anymore. Well, that might not be true. But
I'll be playing too much golf.
Yeah. This is, for me, in my opinion, this is one of the plays where it's like, if this goes right, I will not be spending as much time trading or whatever.
Yes.
Still correct. Going to. I'm gonna keep hustling, obviously. But I don't know.
Jamie Boy says Kaz hates golf now. What happened to you?
Dude, we were probably on the 13th or the 14th hole at this one course, and I was just thinking about too much crypto stuff. I don't remember if there was something else going on too, and I was just I would rather be home right now.
Oh. Can't say that.
It was just one of those days. I also just
you are
think
now
I'm kind of
cursed
addicted.
with
I'm kind of addicted to working, so
I get that.
Sometimes I would rather just be at my desk doing stuff than doing something fun, which is kind of backwards, but it is what it is.
I get a little uncomfortable when I'm like apart from my desk for too long, and I'm like, wait, hold on.
Yeah. Also, I'm on my phone way too much, and so like I'll go golfing, and then I'll like be half working on my phone the entire time, and then it'll be like, well, that wasn't that much of a break at all. So.
Well, you got to stop doing that, dude. I have this rule. My wife knows it. My buddies that I golf with know it. Like when I'm on the golf course, my phone is off.
Yeah, that's a good rule. Jamie, thoughts?
No phones.
Yeah, no, I probably should do that. I've made a lot of terrible trades on a golf course too.
Exactly right. You get half information. You know, you're out there to be with the boys, to connect with nature, do something that is challenging, maybe have a few pops, beer, you know, like smoke a cigar if you're into that, whatever, and then be done, dude. Like very, very rarely is something going to happen in those 4 or 5 hours that are going to completely, you know, ruin your life. Now, the March crash of 20 could be that, but you know what? You can't plan for Black Swan events. That shit just happens. Even if you're at home, probably doesn't matter.
Right. Yep. That's not a bad rule. Maybe I'll implement that. I'm sure it will help my golf score. So.
It does. Concentration way higher.
Only make a trade on the golf course if you just hit a hole in one. Yeah, then you know you're not losing a trade.
True.
If that's how the day is going. Nothing can help your golf score. Oh, DJ, you're too good to me.
So anyway, yeah.
Bullish on Netta.
Like
bullish on
Juno.
on
Netta. Bullish
this
on
is
Juno.
A retirement play type of upside.
I mean, Evmos is coming. Nomics obviously happening.
Raw airdrop. Do you know much about that? Are there any details we have?
I mean, so it pays to loan, stake, LP, shit in
Juno. I don't know if people can hear you right now.
Sorry, my bad.
You're good.
Yeah, me too. I was stretching. Just, you know, stake Juno. Be an LP on Juno Swap. You know, that's pretty much all I can tell you.
I've already missed Evmos, right? And what's the other one you mentioned?
No, you haven't. If you traded on chain for Ethereum, you haven't, because Evmos actually is doing a Rex drop, which again, part of the Twitter thread that I just posted a little bit ago, gives you all of the criteria for the Evmos drop, which includes like if you ever used Aave, if you ever used blah 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 blah, like in Ethereum, like not even just Cosmos. So there's like a bunch of criteria for the Evmos drop.
Interesting. Good to know. Good to know. Kaz and Jared, how much dopamine is released when you click the claim button on Juno rewards? Studies have shown it's a lot. So the problem with me is I claim it like 4 times a day, and so I never watch it get like crazy high. Jared's smarter though. He only does it once every 24 hours, so he probably gets a better dopamine hit than me.
Correct. That is correct. Yeah, I do it every morning. Like when my nanny comes over and I have my coffee and all that, I'll claim everything and then I move on. So that's it.
Oh, 6 Juno? Oh, 4 Juno? Oh, 8 Juno?
Yeah. Oh, this is nice.
I can't stop claiming.
I mean, dude, there's a point where I was essentially making like $2,000 a day on Juno, which is absurd.
Yep. I don't think you're
not far off.
No, it's a good place to be.
Yeah.
And that's you get rewarded for being in something early. And like if Juno goes, or when Juno goes to like $60 from here, that daily drop is gonna be that much more.
I mean, Juno is a top 25 token, guys.
My ledger buttons are getting worn out from all the claiming. Yeah, me too, bro. Yeah, Juno, I agree with you there. And you can't really like calculate your price targets based on the Juno or the like market cap. So yeah, that's the thing. Hold on, let me pull up CoinGecko.
Market cap up, dude. Pull up CoinGecko.
Here, send me I'm too stupid. So here we got CoinGecko. That's a bullish chart.
What is 25 right now? Can you tell me what that is?
Yeah.
25. On market cap?
It is Bitcoin Cash. Oh, it's a bubble.
That's $163. I just sent it to you. You can pull that up. It'll show you exactly what you need to see.
You keep running away from your mic.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. So yeah, getting to top 25 is almost a 6x. But here's the other thing. If the entire crypto market goes up, top 25 is no longer going to be 6.5 billion. It's going to be 16.5 billion.
Right.
And then the top 10 is going to be 40 billion. The top 5 is going to be 100 billion. You know, like, as the whole market grows, the whole top 25 is going up. And so 6 months from now, if we've had a bullish market and Juno has done really well, maybe that's closer to like the market cap of something in here. Matic.
Yeah, Litecoin. Yeah, Matic. I mean, Matic. Yeah, Polygon. Absolutely.
Like, this could be the top. Yeah, and that's... Yeah. Jared and I... Well, I think both of us. I have absolutely zero interest in selling any Juno for less than 3 figures. And I don't think I have any interest in selling any for like less than $200. So...
Right.
At that point, I would just rather keep staking it. But in September, the APR will drop. So,
you know what's very interesting about this too? This is my last thing on Juno, because I feel like we just become like Juno bull talkers, and people are like, "Would you guys shut the fuck up?" Like, I get it. I get it.
NFT stuff or something.
Yeah, and which I'd be interested to do too, because like dragons, oh my god, like what a run, and like all those.
Shout out to the boy Medici,
dude, crazy. But here's the thing. Last thing. There's an, like, you know, the meme 3-3, right? Like the Ohm meme 3-3. Like, if I don't sell and you don't sell, the number go up. That whole thing. The idea of Juno having no VCs, having 28-day staking, and people who have money actually having like a bull view on Juno essentially makes it 3-3. Like, those of us who have the largest supply or the largest positions in Juno are not selling. So people that have small, small stacks can sure buy in and out however you like. But numbers gonna go up because there's no VCs waiting to dump. We're all staked and gaining yield. We're taking advantage of this year one. So it's like, yeah, dude, I mean, you want to swing trade it? Swing trade it. Sure. Buy the dip, sell the rip, go for it. But they're going to get increasingly small. And then by the time you're like, holy shit, I've grossly misplayed my hand here, it'll take a lot more money to get the position that you had and you've been swinging, right?
Hey, do you see my screen right now?
I do. Oh yeah, dude, definitely click off that.
Do not suggest that topic to me anymore.
Yeah, get that out of my face.
Island Boy says, how come you roll your staking rewards for Juno into Neta, where Juno has crazy high APR and Neta has no staking incentives at the moment? Basically, I think Neta is more undervalued than Juno right now, and I think we have this like 1 month or another like week or 2 weeks when Neta is going to be really undervalued. And like, I think even though you're getting this good APR, Neta is going to probably double before Juno hits like 40. And so I just think like the near term upside is a lot higher on Neta. And once Neta hits like 10K, 15K, 20K, whatever it ends up being, like in a month from now, I'm probably going to sell some Neta and just roll that into Juno. And one thing you can watch right now in the Juno Discord, it under the price bot, it says the price of Neta, and then it also says how many Juno that it costs to buy that. Right now it's 72.6 Juno. And so I just think that's like a really big spread. And so while I think it's undervalued in terms of Juno, I think you can put more into Neta. Once Neta starts pumping a bit, and maybe let's say that goes to like, oh, now it's 150 Juno to get a Neta, then you can sell that back into Juno and basically make extra money from that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the staking rewards are great, and I like for the most part, up until the last like week or so, I've just been rolling 100% of my staking rewards into more and more Juno. But right now, it's just like too easy to just put it into more Neta. So
I agree.
I don't know if you have anything to add. Same thesis.
No,
basically.
It's a limited time where, in my opinion, Neta is grossly undervalued. It will have an enormous price markup soon, and I'm happy to take advantage while people are being dumb.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. All right. Oh, Mark said, Cosm Jared, do you still hold XAVA Avalanche or whatever to participate in IDOs? I still have some, but I haven't been. I've been putting my focus into more Cosmos stuff than AVAX stuff recently. But I don't think that it's bad. I think it's.
There was a time I owned so much Zava XAVA, and I sold it because I was being impatient before there was any markup. Back when people were like, Zava's a piece of shit. I had a ton, and I lost my way on that. And I find it very hard to buy back into something that I owned and lost my thesis on.
Yep. Okay. We'll talk about Flashbang. Let's talk about some NFTs. First of all...
Oh, God.
I know. I flashbanged you again.
Oh.
Okay. The Dragons are becoming the blue chip of blue chip. I don't think there's a project that's close to being as good as them on Solana, and I think they are going to pave the way for Solana NFTs on Ethereum.
Yes, agreed.
They recently posted a teaser of their voxel dragon, and
I didn't even see that. I saw you tweeted about it, but what?
Isn't that insane?
Dude, that looks sick.
Voxel art, I think some of it's cool. I prefer other types of art, but voxel art can be a little more difficult because you have to be able to move around, and it's basically your character in the metaverse. And if you compare it, you might not, in a nutshell, you might be like, okay, this art looks kind of cool. It looks like a Lego or something like that. I don't know, whatever you think. But if you compare it with other voxel art, you can tell this is just on another level. Here's a CyberKong voxel, and CyberKongs it's a great project. Their floor is 100 Ethereum for the Genesis, but it's the amount of detail and intricacy.
Yeah, dude, it looks like some slapdick bullshit.
Right,
I have no problem saying it.
Yeah, it's on another level.
Yeah, it's not even close. That looks stupid.
Right. And the Dragons have bought a bunch of sandbox land. They are working with a metaverse gaming studio called MetaVenture. And yeah, just so much bullishness going on for the Dragons right now. Medici changed his profile picture. Kadeen changed his profile picture. A couple of Ethereum
They're
guys.
tweeting some sort of Valentine's Day news too, aren't they? I think they were talking about some sort of we'll love to see you on Valentine's Day. They did something like that, didn't they?
Yeah, they have. They've talked about it in the Discord. Speaking of, baby just got
sorry
for set. No, you're good. Basically, it's like a breeding event. So there's gonna be. It's gonna if you breed on Valentine's Day, it's not gonna take 14 days or whatever to hatch. It's just gonna it'll be immediate. And yeah, I think buying Boku is a decent way to get dragon exposure. Because if dragons go up, Boku's gonna go up, and it's liquid, and there's no you don't need to pay 30-40 grand to get into it like you do with a Genesis dragon. Or if you can afford it, I think a baby dragon is also a good good way to get exposure. But yeah, the voxel art is awesome. Ethereum guys are starting to adopt the draft. There's a bunch of Ethereum guys who aren't interested in soul NFTs in general, but they want dragons. So that's why I really think they're gonna pave the way for Solana NFTs.
And let's all remember that there's only 1,111 Genesis tracks.
Right. So, an upcoming project I'm a fan of is Moshi Heads. I think their art is pretty unique. They posted this one saying, "We'd like to welcome the dragons," and it has like a cool whatever that is. Look at this, like on his back, whatever he's got. That's like a little cool dragon head. Moshi Heads, they started their Twitter yesterday, and they have 8,300 followers. The Discord's closed right now. I am getting whitelist spots for the Discord. It'll probably be around like 10 to 15 whitelist spots that we'll be able to give away in the Discord.
Nice.
So that's bullish. And yeah, this is a project I will be minting. Recap on some other NFT projects we have been talking about in the Discord. I posted a little thing probably a week ago about how the 4 projects I was looking to mint coming up: Xenobots, Balloonsville, Unoya, and the creators. The Xenobots did well. They were a 1.5 soul mint, and I think the floor is around 6 soul, so that's about 4x. Balloonsville was quite the interesting one. They rugged, but then Magic Eden bought the project, and so they're up like 3x from mint price. It was quite the drama. And also, the Balloonsville Twitter really like shouted me out as one of the best Solana influencers, and I'm like, guys, please keep my name out of your mouth. I want no affiliation with your scam.
Yeah, dude. No doubt.
So that was a little funny.
Wow.
Unoya minted for 1.1 soul, and I think their floor is around like 13, 14 right now. Trying to think of some other stuff that I have coming up. Moshi Heads is one of the ones I'm absolutely going to mint. Devil Kids, it's a little hard to get whitelisted, but I think the art on these... Where's a freaking sneak peek? I think the art's pretty cool. 666 supply, so it's like on the lower end of supply, which is bullish. I'm trying to think if I have anything else. I have some other stuff I have my eye on, but haven't done enough due diligence to talk about it. I also like blankies. Just like as simple as it gets, but I think these could catch on.
It's called blankies?
Yeah. Not like the one you wrap yourself in to stay warm, but like blank type of blankies.
Come on, man.
Hey. If it pumps, it pumps.
I mean, yeah, I'll make money doing anything.
But yeah, so those are it. You know, it's tricky right now because most mints are becoming like all whitelist, which is like there's pros and cons to it. We've kind of gotten rid of the majority of the whole like botting. Like no one's just coming out with 60 NFTs from something, but it's tough to get a spot sometimes. But blankies, Devil Kids, Moshi Heads, that's 3 projects we got coming up that you probably, I mean, you have a chance. You have a chance to get in on. Yeah. Oh yeah, and creators, but I feel like that one is even harder to get whitelist for because their supply is 333. So I don't even know how much it'll help if I'm talking about it. I mean, if you can get a whitelist spot, that'd be great. Because there's only 300 of these going to be released. 333. So I saw something recently about glitter flies, but I haven't been able to look into it too deeply. I mean,
what are these names, dude?
Isn't it crazy? All the good stuff's been taken, so they all need to come up with new stuff.
Oh, we're glitter flies.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Their mint isn't for like a month, so I will reassess as we get closer. But, I mean, supply is 777. I think this like sub 1K supply has kind of been the meta recently.
It should be.
I just think this is like Ethereum type of art, man. In my opinion.
No, by the way, when I first looked at that, I was like, not a fan. Then you kind of look at it a little bit.
You see the detail, right?
There's a lot more detail than you think. And you're like, all right, that's not a little too busy for my liking, but you know, I can see that there's talent with it.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's like cool as a profile picture because like it looks solid, and then when you zoom in, you're like, oh wow, there's like a ton of detail going on. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. It honestly gives me what are they called? Woodies? Doesn't it kind of give you a similar vibe, like the face?
A little bit.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. I think
I have 3 Woodies.
Yeah, I need to get some still.
Buy the dip.
This is ironic.
Did I tell you that? I think I did. That Crystal Hefner DM'd me on Twitter.
Is that like Hugh Hefner's daughter or something?
I wish it was his daughter. It was his ex-wife. His last wife. She's like my age, but you know he died at like 90. And I bought some Woody. She messaged me and was like, I was about to buy that one. Congratulations. And I was like, what?
That's
and I looked and I was like, who is this? I didn't know who she was. And I was like, that's super funny that she reached out to be like, I was going to buy that one. You bought it. Oh, good luck. And I'm like, I'm not that kind of simp that'd be like, I'll give it to you if that's what she was going for. But
it probably was.
You know, yeah.
It probably was. Am I still holding my Xenobots? Yeah, I still have them. What are they at? Like 6 right now? 5? Let me look.
Xenobots?
Yeah. They're like a animated pixel project with like,
those are kind of sick. I like that.
Yeah. They're cool.
They kind of look like Transformers.
Yeah, a little bit. I do like the animation because it like shows a little more work was put into it, you know.
Yeah, that's why I like Chimera on Ethereum. I think they're beautiful, and the animation is unreal.
Yeah. Those are dope.
They're super sick. I have 3 of them. I didn't care if it goes to 0. I think they're beautiful.
Right. Put it up in the house.
Mm-hmm.
What else? How are the dragon babies doing?
I mean, they've been selling a lot.
74 soul floor with solid volume.
Yeah. I'm impressed. Very, very impressed.
Unoya 19.6. There you go.
Wow.
Some people are mad because they think it's a Mindfolk derivative.
It looks like a Mindfolk derivative.
I get it. I do think like the art's kind of like, I don't know. It got enough hype where, I mean, super successful mint, it's almost a 20x, but the way I've kind of been looking at my NFTs recently is, am I comfortable holding this if the market nukes? And if the answer is no, then I'm just going to look to sell into hype.
Yep.
As far as what I would be comfortable holding throughout the market nuking, the dragons and my Boogle. And that's pretty much it.
I agree.
So, yes, I think there will be more utility added to the baby dragons. They have talked about how there will be metaverse utility. And I think around 1/5 is what the ratio has been at. 1/5 the price of a Genesis dragon. They get about 1/7 the Boku, but then you kind of have to also factor in the value from being in the Discord, having access to the whitelists, the metaverse stuff that's coming up. So
for sure.
And I mean, the last dragon sold for 375, I think, divided by 5, 75. That's pretty dang close. 74.
Yep.
So I think like roughly an 80 soul floor is fair if the dragons start getting a few sales above 400.
Well, you can also back into how much does it cost right now to mint one, and like the price should never be below that.
Right. Yep. Definitely.
So,
have you ever thought about buying into Mindfolk? I minted 5 Mindfolk. I don't have any left. I think the art is cool. I'm not sure how far this wood utility will take them, but overall, I'm a fan of them. Like, they blew up, they did really well. Congrats to the team, congrats to the holders, but I no longer have any, and I sold them a bit too early, but it is what it is. I am very much so a Dragons maxi, and it's served with me well.
Yep.
Zane, you need someone's help to breed an egg. Do you need 2? I don't know what people are charging for that now. At one point, I think they were mostly charging around like 10 soul.
For Horan?
Yeah. Well, for 2.
Wow.
Like, not... Like, if someone just sent the 900 whatever Boku. Because here's the thing. Like, are we going to get to a point where some dragons are... Like, don't have any breeding spots available?
Yeah.
Zilla's...
I mean, I have...
yeah, no, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say that I have, like, 2 of mine that I've never bred.
Yeah.
And the rest of them I have. I just rotate.
Yep, I haven't bred my legendary.
I would hope not. That thing's going to be worth $500,000 if it's worth a penny when this thing's all said and done.
Once the dragons are on OpenSea, I'll probably list it for like 10,000 soul. See if I get any bites.
I think that's fair.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Any beginner NFT alpha. Always been a trader. I have no idea where to start. I think joining a community is a good start.
That is the alpha.
I posted a Discord link somewhere up there in the chat. I can post another one. There's a lot of very active NFT folks in my free Discord. So keeping an eye on upcoming mints and trying your best to get whitelisted is probably the way to go forward at the current time. But those 3 projects I mentioned earlier, Moshi Heads, Blankies, and Devil Kids, I think is a good place to start. Sorry.
The community is really it, man. Like, you got to be involved. People think like, oh, I can just roll in. Tell me what NFT to buy. Cool, bro. Yeah. Like, that's not it. Yeah. That's not it.
There's a little more to it. School says, I heard Baby Dragon's going to dip on Valentine's Day. You hear that too? I think there's a chance. I mean, I do think there will be a bit of supply that comes to the market, but some people might be breeding to hold on to those babies that hatch immediately. Yep. Or, I mean, like, it still costs 926 Boku to breed. So I don't think no one's going to be in a rush to just breed and then sell it for less than what they paid.
Yeah, exactly. That's very
Geckos,
very silly.
Right, yeah. The geckos are at a good entry price right now. I do think the geckos have the potential to make a comeback. They are in talks. Well, no. A buyout has been agreed upon. 50% of the money has been paid, and the remaining 50% of the money to buy the project will be paid after paperwork is signed. But once that is out of the way, I think the geckos could make a good comeback. I hope so.
Oh, nasty, bro! I gotta go. I gotta do dinner.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it from me as well. Okay. But thank you guys for tuning in. It was good to get another stream out there since I hadn't done one in a while. If you guys appreciate the content, it does help me if you use that Bybit link, and then
do it.
We'll keep you guys posted on things that I'm doing in the market. But for right now, highest conviction stuff is Netta and Juno. So we'll see where that takes us. And I mean the Dragons, but they have a higher entry price. So, but
can't buy fractional dragons yet.
But you can
one
buy
day.
Boku and get exposure. And Magic. I do like Magic a lot. I'll try and talk about Magic more in a future stream. I need to, I'd have to prepare for that a little bit. Anyway.
Yeah, I'll tune into that one.
Thank you guys. And I will be live again on Tuesday. Talk to you all soon.
Word up.
I don't know how to end the stream again. Oh, here we go.